I never thought, because like I didn't make the NBA. I signed away my college eligibility, so like, but I was like a bench warmer. So like to me, playing on N1 was the dream.
Yeah.
But then I actually was like, dang, I'm way better than I thought. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people were like, where are you going to school? They're thinking D1.
Yeah.
I'm thinking like, I don't know, bench warmer in JUCO. I'm here. This is it. They're like, where are you going to school? So I did actually try to make the NBA after that, but it was hard without a resume. And it was hard because back in that day, it's funny. It was like now everybody plays. They're inspired by street ball. Everybody's play is inspired by street ball now. Kyrie, Steph, everybody, James Harden. You know what I'm saying? They watched us growing up.
Yeah.
So, but back in that day, street ball was actually bad. Like my OG, Skip to My Lou, who I first emulated, like he was the first N1 player. He had to let go of his flashiness to be in the NBA for 10 years. He had to kind of like put it to the side. He couldn't be full on Skip to My Lou. He had to like be Rafer Alston, the basketball player, to kind of get his spot and get his respect. And then he would sprinkle it in there because he's so good. You know, he's sprinkling in there every now and again. But in that day, it was looked like the basketball purists were like hating on it. Like, oh, that's a circus. You know what I'm saying? But then, you know, you got the Jay Wills, you got the Allen Iverson. They kind of like brought street ball to NBA also, and everybody's inspired by N1. So I think like it changed basketball. You know what I mean? It changed basketball, but when I was trying to make the NBA, it was really hard. I was battling that politic narrative that it's not real basketball. So the only way I could have is like, you got to score 30 again. You'd have to just straight up prove it. But I was never that guy. I'm more of like an underdog. And then sometimes I will score 30 and you'd be like, you know what I mean? Cause I'm like Rudy or, you know, Rocky or whatever underdog story you can think of. So that was more my vibe rather than like just scoring 30 or 40 a game. I'm a point guard, you know what I mean? So
and the reason primarily is because, you know, these guys are a lot bigger and taller and stronger.
well, let's do a style of play too. It wasn't necessarily like can't keep up. That's what people always say. He's too short for the league. It's like, well, I can name 7 players that are shorter than me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I think that I think like mass was a bigger thing more than, you know, like if I was gonna make the league, you know, 30 pounds of muscle would benefit me a lot just from the bumps. You know, being able to push. You know what I'm saying? Like guard people in the post. All that comes into play. But also, it's all resume. If us 4 sitting here own the Lakers, we're not hiring a street ball player. There's not. We need a year or 2 in the G League. We need a few years in China. We need like D1 Europe. If you're gonna give somebody 7 figures, you got to be sure of your investment. You don't do it off like this dude is flashy. You know what I mean? So